Hey, welcome back, everyone, to another installment of MIPTALK, Conversations with the World's Most Interesting People. Right now, I'm with Luis Cuneo. Am I saying that right?
Absolutely, you are.
All right. He's actually one of the world's most interesting people. I'll tell you why. Because he is the business offering manager for IBM Marketing Development based in Amok, New York. But one of the things that he's doing right now, and we're going to hear all about all these multifaceted parts to his personality, he is newly on the board of the Center for Hispanic Leadership. And that's a very important deal. And I would actually like to kick off. Thank you for being here. And can you tell me a little bit about your new position on the board with the Center for Hispanic Leadership?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah.
This actually is a very exciting opportunity for me personally. I do believe in the United States there's been a lot of efforts to help Hispanics, both professional and non-professionals, build their careers. But the emphasis has always been around chambers of commerce. There's never been one entity to say, let me help you, whether you're in high school or come out of college, how to build your professional skills. So the way I see the Center for Hispanic Leadership, that's their emphasis, that's their mission. So I'm looking forward working with Glenn Yopes and with Annette to build clarity on this mission. How do we take the next generation of Hispanic professionals, move them into board of directors in corporate America, help them break the glass ceiling in positions that in the past have not been held by Hispanics. So what we're really trying to do at the end of the day is identify the gaps, close those gaps, and enhance those skills.
You're not just talking from theory here, though. You're a guy who was born and raised in South America, traveled quite a lot as a young guy, and have reached a great degree of success in your professional life as well. So you're a model for these guys. And what sort of message do you want to carry to these youths that you're trying to foster right now?
The most important message is really understand your skill gaps. You know, is again, if I take a look at some of the greatest entrepreneurs in the last 20 years, the one thing they've understood is what their strengths are. Surround yourself by experts that can help you close the gap. And I'm going to take an example of, again, Dell Computers. Okay? Michael Dell was an individual who actually understood technology, but did not understand how to take a company public. He surrounded himself with individuals that said, let me help you. You know, and the same is true with IBM. And IBM today, we find young talent that needs a mentor. And we'll take that individual, we'll work with them, we'll polish them, and then when our job is done, we'll actually pass them on to another mentor. So it's really passing the baton. And then that mentoree becomes a mentor over time.
Well, that sounds like a great philosophy. Now, are there people in your life who served as mentors for you that helped you to get to be where you are? And if you wouldn't mind, can you name a couple and maybe some anecdotes?
Oh, absolutely. My father. You know, my father, you know, we talk about social networking today. We talked about the water cooler. My father was actually one of those individuals who really embraced communication. And so I learned a great deal from him, how to handle yourself in a business environment when I was only 15 years old. So he brought me into his world at a very young age. So I had to learn. Now, over the years, I've had great mentors, you know, including folks that at IBM that have worked with me very closely, and including my vice president, Marilyn Johnson, who has seen the potential and has allowed me to take advantage of IBM programs to polish my skills in media speaking, getting in front of board of directors, meeting with other large companies. When you have those opportunities, you really are able to expand your horizon and learn from those opportunities and then take back and say, what do I have to work on? And so that's what I do today. You know, every 3 months, I actually go through an analysis.
Wow.
What do I have to do to close my gaps and continue broadening my horizons?
That's a really regular sort of checking in or period of reflection every 3 months. How did you get in the habit of doing that?
It started 25 years ago. I decided that as a marketing professional, finishing school, one of the things we learned is about packaging. And you know, how often we've heard that a package has to be redesigned because it gets old. So I actually have embraced that philosophy. I'm a package. So I have to repackage myself every couple of years, reinvent myself. Otherwise, I'll become a stale product. And if I don't move forward with the change of the economy, my job description, I become obsolete.
You'll be stuck on the back rack with what is it? I'll be stuck on the discount rack with another can of beans.
I'll be in
Billy Joel says it.
I'll be in the clearance center.
Right, yeah, you'll be in the clearance center. Very good. I guess what's interesting to me is the transition for you. Starting out as a young man, you said you had influences in Argentina, El Salvador, traveled around a lot. How did you all of a sudden, or I shouldn't say all of a sudden, how did you develop yourself into an established business leader in America?
Well, I have to share with you that it was by accident. and I think this is one of the things that we have to reflect back in our personal careers. I got into high tech when I was 20 years old. And there was an individual from Stanford University who gave me an opportunity to, you learn, he says, you know about computers, you seem to have a knack for it, let me teach you programming. That individual for the next 4 years allowed me to not only learn computer science, but also understand the computer industry. Wow. So at that point in time, diversity was not an issue for me because I was in a diverse company. Our CEO was white, our controller was Asian, my director of sales was a female. So we were really in a diverse country, in a diverse business without even knowing it. Now, the next step was really huge. I started to work for Quantum Corporation. Quantum allowed me now to take advantage of executive programs. So they put me in a mentoring environment that said, you're very good at this, but we got to work on these other areas. Never thinking about being Hispanic. So I was never limited because I was a Hispanic.
Well, Louis, thank you very much for being with us today. This, of course, was another installment of MIPTALK, Conversations with the World's Most Interesting People. Louis Cuneo, you'll find him as a new board member with the Center for Hispanic Leadership. Louis, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, excellent. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.